City, located in the center of Beijing, used to be the imperial palace of the Ming and Qing dynasties. Its construction started in 1406 and was completed in 1420. The Forbidden City served as the home of emperors and their households, and was the ceremonial and political center of Chinese government for almost 500 years.
The building's layout was based on the eight-banner system, a district social organization system in Manchu society, an arrangement unique on most palace buildings. The imperial palaces of the Ming and Qing dynasty in Beijing and Shenyang were added to the World Heritage List in 1987 and 2004. The palace demonstrate Chinese civilization at the time of the Ming and Qing dynasties. It is the true reserve of landscapes, architecture, furnishings, and objects of art, and provides exceptional evidence of the living traditions and customs of shamanism practiced by the Minzu people for centuries.
The palaces demonstrate Chinese civilization at the time of the Ming and Qing dynasties. It is the true reserves of landscapes, architectural furnishings, and objects of art, and provides exceptional evidence of the living traditions and the customs of shamanism practiced by the Manchu people for centuries. The palaces offer excellent examples of the greatest plagial architectural ensembles in China. They illustrate the graduation of the imperial institution from the Qing dynasty to the earlier Ming and Yuan dynasties, and mature traditions, and provide evidence on the evolution of this architecture in the 17th and 18th centuries.
The Forbidden City is encompassed by a wall 10 meters high and surrounded by a moat 5.2 meters wide. The palace has 4 entrance gates: the main Meridian Gate Woman to the south, the Eastern Flower Gate Dong'an Men, the Western Flower Gate Xi'an Men, and the Gate of Divine Powers Senwang Men to the south. One has to pass through 7 gates to arrive at the Palace of Heavenly Purity, the Emperor's living quarters.
The Palace Museum is China's biggest museum, which has in its collection about 1 million valuable artworks, most of which were in the possession of the imperial families of the Ming and Qing dynasties. Those art treasures include paintings, pottery, bronze wares, gold and silver wares, embroidery, sculptures, inscribed wares, jade wares, lacquer wares, and lacquer enamel wares. In addition, there are also counts articles, including jewelry, accessories, clothes, medicines, furniture, and furnishings. It is a unique, excellent building complex, integrating the outstanding achievements of ancient Chinese architecture. In 1961, the Forbidden City was included in the list of key historical monuments under state protection.
There are 2 groups of buildings on each side of the Three Great Halls: the Hall of Literary Glory and the Imperial Library on the east, and the Hall of Military Flowers on the west. The inner palace mainly includes the Palace of Heavenly Purity, the Hall of Prosperity, and the Palace of Earthly Tranquility, where emperors and empresses lived. Behind them is the Imperial Garden. On each side of the inner 3 great halls are 6 Eastern Palaces and 6 Western Palaces, respectively. which were used as residences for concubines.
Now it's my turn. I'm not going to introduce about the history or the buildings in the Forbidden City. I'm going to talk about the souvenir store. First, we can see that there is a cafe which can provide some drinks for the visitors. Actually, it's also the most popular place in the Forbidden City. There are different kinds of products, just like stamps, painting, and some calligraphy. I don't know that are they really valuable, but I think that they can stand for our culture. So next we can see that there are a lot of emerald, but I think that they are quite expensive, so most of us won't buy emerald here. As I've mentioned, this store is really popular. Without the painting, there are some keyrings and some notebooks which are suitable for us. Also, they still have some products which is cooperate with some artists, just like this collection. In fact, the thing I've mentioned were not the thing I want to recommend the most. The product which I like the most is some paper tag and the bookmark. So if you go to the Forbidden City, please don't forget to visit the souvenir store.